The following content is only suitable for user over 18 years old. Please adhere to age requirement. Viewers' discretion is advised. Please like and subscribe. Mistake with the Alpha by Xterian. Chapter 5. Samantha's point of view. No, she's not. I'm so sure it was John that tricked her into becoming his betrothed since she lost her mate at the battle, Susan replied. He is such a conniving bastard. Velvet spitted. I chuckled because it was so hard to cry. It was like my mind was erased and I'm not sane anymore. John is betrothed? I chuckled. The two looked at each other and then back at me. You don't know? They were surprised. I know they would be wondering if I don't know why I would be crying. I'm not someone that easily shed tears, so they would have thought I knew. Wow, my life is just a huge pile of mess. So my so-called boyfriend was already planning to leave me and he still told me to do that stupid video that got me into trouble. I'm so dead, I cried out, not answering them. I didn't want them to know the main reason for my tears. It was better that they don't know now until the Alpha made it known himself. Should have known that that was a very bad idea, my wolf said grudgingly. It was so evident that my wolf was so angry. Not that she's always happy with me. That was my fault though, but I don't seem to have a choice here. My wolf is a very stubborn she-wolf. She really disagreed with me for not showing her off. We are not in any way on good terms. She wouldn't even speak to me. All she does is stay calm and watch everything I do and not make a comment. Even if I ask her what her opinion is, she would just snob me, so I too do ignore her. I know this news might be surprising because wolves are like another you in another form and we should do things together. This feud started between us when I shifted. I've always thought I was going to be a red glowing fur wolf because of my red hair. My mother has always told me that red wolves are the most beautiful. They are rare but exist. I was anticipating this not until I shifted and I discovered that I am a blue wolf. A sepia blue at that. I wasn't happy because I've never heard or seen a blue wolf in the entirety of my present life. I've not even heard of it being in another wolf pack. I felt so odd. I didn't want anyone to call me an outcast or mock me for my color. I've had enough mockery in my lifetime. I don't want to add more. I don't want silly questions about my wolf color. So I hid it. I didn't even tell my parents about it because they weren't there when I shifted. I had to lie to them that I was all red and this made them happy. I didn't want them to be sad because of my color. This action got Crystal, my wolf, so sad and angry. I wouldn't even shift because I'm afraid of being seen, and ever since she shut me out. I know it's my fault, but what would I do? So you decided to come out and mock me now, I said in my head. I didn't need criticism from my so-called wolf. Not even from anyone. All I need now is comfort. But I don't think that will be possible. I sent my any video to the mighty Alpha. My parents will never be happy, nor will they comfort me. I'll be severely scolded. My boyfriend, who I thought would at least understand my mistake a bit, insulted me greatly and now has betrayed me. I'm in so much mess at a time that my heart wants to explode. Mock you? The least thing I can do now is mock you. I'm afraid of death, girl, Crystal said, pacing in my head. I could sense fear in her voice, but the way she was pacing was leaving me off. Can you let me have my peace? I yelled at my wolf, blocking her off. I don't want her to add to my anxiety. I need strength, not more pain. You don't have to take it out on us, girl. We're just trying to be good friends here, Susan said. Even though her voice wasn't very loud, I knew she wasn't happy with the way I spoke. I didn't mean for them to hear that. I was actually talking to Crystal, but Susan's voice made me realize that I said that out loud. I wasn't talking to you, I said to her blankly and walked to my wardrobe. Velvet and Susan didn't deserve how I was treating them. We might not be best of friends, but they are good friends. They make sure we look out for each other even with my reluctant attitude. They watch me put on my dress. You can't leave. It's way past midnight. Velvet tried to stop me. I didn't give her any expression. I then moved the other way around her so as to leave. Please, Sam, don't go, Susan pleaded. I could sense fear and panting so much in her voice, but my mind was too cloudy to know or feel any emotions.
Jalen's point of view. I was seated in my office with my beta Alvin seeing to some pack work. I was so exhausted because I've been sitting for 6 hours straight, and this was one of the things I hate most. To be seated in one position, but now I don't seem to have a choice. It wasn't only the sitting that annoys me. These days everything annoys me and everyone. That was caused by jealousy. I was so jealous of my beta because he has a mate to return to. I don't know why I became jealous recently because Alvin found his mate for over a year now. I'm so frustrated. I'm a leader that needed a mate to talk to hold tight and calm my nerves. Recently I don't like to see his mate because this reminds me how mateless I am. I'm a weirdo, right? But I can't help it. Not that I don't have numerous ladies to satisfy my desires, but none satisfies my heart. I'm a mighty alpha but without a Luna. My phone beeped showing me signals that messages were flowing in. I was so tired of doing all these. Alvin, I think that's Sally that sent me those messages. It should be the pictures of interiors for the pack house. Check to see if it's up to taste I ordered. My beta was seriously tired of staying with me. He wants to go home. He's been whining all the while that he needs to go home to his mate, that she needs him. He didn't know that the more he talks about his mate, the more I want to keep him with me. I'm selfish, right? But I don't seem to care. Alvin took my phone and then the next minute I heard him exclaim, "What?" I asked him not to look up in the evening from what I'm doing. Alvin first cleared his throat. He seems not to find his voice. This was unlike him, so I looked up. "What?" I questioned with a slight frown. He then handed me the phone. I looked at the phone and I saw something not so clear. It was a video, so I pressed the play button. I almost got the shock of my life. It was a naked girl pleasuring herself. My eyes grew bigger at the sight, even if she was failing terribly at what she's doing. I couldn't see the face of the girl clearly, but her red hair was glowing in the picture. "What the heck is this?" I asked as her voice filled the room. Alvin collected the phone and paused the video. I was beginning to get so angry, even my wolf was very angry, that he growled in my head. With all my anger, someone still dares to send me something like this. "Can you calm down?" Alvin asked in a low voice. He knew my anger is always like a tornado. No one would be able to stand it. I glared at him and he bowed in a show of surrender. What is getting me so vexed is that this is my private work line. Only 3 people possess it, which is Sally, Alvin and my Gemma. I didn't even give my parents this line because of how pestering they can be. I looked at the other messages and discovered that they were the interiors I told Sally to send me. Who could that be? Alvin asked me. How am I supposed to know? But with these other pictures I think Sally sent her, I replied, furious voice. I might be desperate to find my mate, but that doesn't mean I like ladies who don't have self-esteem. I hate cheap ladies the most. I don't like audacious females. I hate them with passion. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Turn on notifications to stay up to date with new videos uploaded.
Also check out our next video in the series.
Thank you.